Listen, thanks for getting us through that. I'm not stupid. I know we wouldn't have made it without you. I'm sorry about your dad, and I'm sorry I've acted like an ass.
It's alright, we're cool now.
Great. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know.
See you later.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Hail to you, son of James.
Boy, this place is something else, isn't it? Really amazing stuff here.
Catch you around.
What's happening? Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
Up next, we've got a public service announcement. Listen up. Children, this stuff. Now, some music.
What is it? The robot is...
We both know that's not an option.
Yes. And I told him that in order to compensate for last Thursday's mishap, there would be some complications. I'm dealing with it.
I come to you for results, not excuses, Rothschild. That robot could mean the difference between victory or defeat against the Enclave.
All right, all right. I'll see what I can do.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Ah, it's good to see you again.
What's the deal with the robot?
Ah, yes. Everyone asks about the robot. Hard not to, I admit. His name is Liberty Prime. Very patriotic. Built by a very proud nation during a very desperate time. We've had about as much success getting him working as they did. You should speak with Scribe Rothschild. He can tell you more. Steel be with you.
May I start by saying that I am sorry for your loss. I was acquainted with your father many years ago. The world has lost one of its few remaining visionaries.
Thank you for your sympathy.
Think nothing of it. Now, Dr. Lee has explained your predicament. You need to locate some Vault-Tec equipment?
My father was looking for something called a GEC. Do you have one?
A GEC? Goodness no, certainly not. I must say that there are some who doubt such a device really exists, let alone works. If, however, you share your father's determination, I may be able to assist you in locating one.
So you know how to find one, right?
Possibly. I'm afraid I won't be able to assist you directly. The news Dr. Lee has brought will require me to be elsewhere. I can, however, give you access to an old pre-war computer from Vault-Tec. It may have the information you need.
You'll find the terminal in the archives in the A-Ring.
You are welcome. If you require further assistance, I may be able to help.
The Enclave seems to have developed advanced plasma...
Boy, this place is something else, isn't it? Really amazing stuff here.
based weaponry. We need to analyze our power armor.
You honor us with your presence in our situation.
Enclave strength is at 100%.
Watch
They're
it,
getting
will ya?
reinforcements from somewhere, but we still haven't determined the location of their headquarters.
Brother FB problem. Recent experiments with accelerated microfusion have not gone according to plan. All scribes assigned to the lab should check with Scribe Rothschild on a daily basis and obtain any modified technical parameters as needed. Warning, leaky hydraulics. It has come to our attention that several scribes have slipped in hydraulic fluid near the eastern end of the robot lift. Until the offending pipes can be mended completely, please use caution in that area. Enclave tactical assessment. Weapons plasma base capable of nuclear distillation armor. Advanced power armor Mark II transportation vertebrates. Tactical assessment. The Enclave forces that have occupied Project Purity nearly identical to the one encountered in 2241. Their potential severe. GNR battle after action report. It is the opinion of some Orions that the recent supermutant attack on the GNR was not indicative of a larger assault, as was originally thought. Instead, the forces that attacked the radio station were probably en route to the mall to force their kind of prolonged battle against the mercenaries of Talon. General Diagnostics updated. Scribe Rothschild has completed a new full diagnostics of the robot. Here are those results. Mobility 0%. Navigation translation 0%. Internal processors 87%. Weapon system 60%. Power management 3%. Voice module 100%. It is the assessment of Scribe Rothschild that once power management issues are solved, mobility and navigation will jump to at least 50%. Well within acceptable operating capacity. Notice Red funeral canceled. Due to certain unexpected tactical developments, funeral services for Initiative Meredith have been canceled. A memorial service will be scheduled sometime in the future. Date to be determined.
The Elders sent word of your arrival. I am Scribe Peabody. Welcome, etc. Now, I'm really very busy. Is there something you needed?
I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
You want to talk to Scribe Jameson. She's the archivist, not me.
Can you tell me something about the scribes?
Indeed I can. Pay no heed to those headstrong knights with their pop guns and bravado. It is the scribes who make the Brotherhood what it truly is. The brawn is useless without the brain. Each order of scribes is dedicated to a unique field, all equally important, all more important than those dim-witted grunts.
And the orders are?
Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, Order of the Quill, Weapons, Defenses, and Research, respectively.
Let me guess. You belong to the Order of the...
Sword, of course.
Sword.
Weapons, my boy. You name it, I've helped someone kill it. I'm the proctor of the Order of the Sword, you see. Weapons research, development, and maintenance, all my responsibility. Let me know if you need something else.
Any thoughts about the Enclave?
So they have plasma weapons. Bah! It's strong technology, I'll give you that, but limited in modability. I've already started removing the compensators on our laser weapons to cut through the Black Devil power armor of theirs. We'll drop them like any other meat, don't you worry.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
Foul, detestable beasts. They're like an infestation. We cut them down and they return again and again. Always so determined to kill or capture. But why?
How about repairing my stuff?
Ha! With my eyes closed. And I will too. But it will cost you, outsider. Until next time.
Weapon Information Research Database. Choose weapon. The 10mm N99 sidearm was standard military gear following the phase of the N80 2051. The N99 was known for its ability to survive in the harshest conditions, and in many tests, the weapon was able to reliably be restored to working condition after an extended period of time exposed to the hard elements without maintenance. The N99 proved to stand in its claims, and all as a result. Is one of the most common weapons found in the use of the wasteland. While many civilian weapons were ruined beyond use in the exterior conditions following the war, the N99 is commonly able to be easily restored to working order by anyone with the most basic knowledge of firearm mechanics. However, an N99 in poor condition can often deliver low target and arm penetration, frequently jamming. Greatly reduced accuracy. Fortunately, the weapon produced great numbers in the units, so they're available for replacement parts. R91 5.56mm assault rifle. The R series of combat assault rifles was used reliably following the discontinuation of the M series in the early 21st century. The R series, produced by civilian manufacturer Stent Security Solutions, was made in any models and variations. The variation most common in the DC wasteland is the R91 full auto urban assault rifle. This rifle was standard issue for National Guard urban pacification operations. Fortunately for our purposes, the National Guard has been fully developed around the DC area during its time of war. As a result, the R91 was readily available for those willing to search. Although nearly 2 centuries of scavenging has reduced the numbers of working units, the R91 remains a favorite of slavers and raiders. This rifle can also be often obtained from legitimate traders and arms dealers. Like any firearm, the R91's effectiveness and accuracy can suffer without regular maintenance. AEP-97 laser pistol. The AEP-7 laser pistol was put into service and replaced the AEP-5, a model which was notorious for its problems with overheating. The AEP-7 features a new design and the photonic focusing chamber, as well as entirely redesigned focusing crystal patterns. The bulk and weight have both been reduced to the previous model that was likely within the new development cycles. The successor of the AEP-90 would replace the N90 and 10mm standard issue firearms of all forces. The AEP-7 took advantage of new manufacturing techniques developed shortly before the Great War. Although many were produced, most did not make it into the field service because of its logistic problems concerning their development during active wartime. The AEP-7 can be rare to find in the capital wasteland. Many models that are produced should be returned to the Citadel for repair and recalibrating before field deployment. AER-9 laser assault rifle. Unlike many weapons in use today, the AER-9 is actually the top laser rifle that was in service at the top of the Great War. The model line went up to the state-of-the-art AER-12, which saw service in a handful of specialty units. The reason that this AER-9 is much more commonly found is that it was much more sturdier and more reliable than the models that followed. The AER-9 features a titanium house pistol array proved to withstand long years of exposure to the elements much better than the gold alloy housing of the later models. As a result, the pistol array stopped focusing within operating parameters, rather than falling completely out of focus like the newer models. As with all energy weapons, the AER-9 can suffer from poor performance if not properly maintained. The pistol arrays and non-mechanical components are delicate, and if not improperly serviced, can lead to a loss of beam intensity, overheating, and energy regulation failure.
You honor us with your presence here. Quartermaster Durga here, stranger. I have to say, I'm not sure what you're doing in my armory. We run a tight ship, and unless Elder Lion says so, we don't trade with outsiders. Quartermaster out. Look, I told you, the Brotherhood doesn't trade with outsiders. You again? Was I not clear the first time? I'm under order not to trade with outsiders for supplies. These orders come directly from Elder Lions.
So, what's the latest report?
On-ship strength is at 100%.
Oh, come on. Pay more attention to what you're doing.
Determine the location of the
Hello,
headquarters.
Scribe Peabody. I trust that things are well with you.
Good morning, Elder. I'm sorry to report that things are not as they should be. Ever since Kasdan was outcast...
That name is not to be spoken within the Citadel. You understand? I wish it were not so, truly I do. But he is outcast. He has been judged.
I understand, sir. But the outcasts have stolen a great deal of our uncatalogued equipment. I am beginning to run short of supplies for repairs.
I understand, Peabody.
So, what's the
but
latest
you'll need
report?
to make do the best you can. If our weapons can't penetrate that Enclave armor, we stand no chance.
Yes, Elder. I understand. I'm sure we've got the parts around here somewhere. Hail.
Hail.
Hail to you. By the traction of hospitality and on the word of Elder Lions, I welcome you to the Citadel. I am Star Paladin Cross, Keeper of the Arm, and Seneschal to Elder Lions. And I am honored to say I was acquainted with your father. Now, what may I do to help you?
You knew my father, right? Wow.
I did, and you as well. Long ago, I helped guard the water purifier against the super mutant horde. When your father left, I escorted the two of you to Megaton. He was a noble man. I was saddened to hear of his passing. But from what I've heard, he died with honor. He died for you. I only pray that my own death has such meaning.
I love them so much, and I'll never forget them.
And so our deeds are carried on through our sons and our daughters. Continue to remember him fondly. Continue to tell his story, and continue to do his work. Through you, he shall carry on. I have heard tales of your travels, and I must say, they disturb me. I had hoped to fight by the side of the child of my former friend. But until you change your ways, my conscience cannot allow me to do so.
But I want you to come with me.
I'm sorry, until you prove yourself worthy of the legacy of your father, I cannot join you.
Okay.
Stay strong, my friend. Hail!
So, what's the latest report?
There's been another fleet sighted in the wasteland.
What's the situation?
Enclave strength is 100%.
Hail.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
Oh, yes, hello, I've heard about you. We don't get many strangers here in the Citadel, especially those who walk about unescorted. I am Scribe Bowditch. If you require something, simply ask. Talk to She spends most of her time in the archives. You'll find them in A-Ring near the Great Hall.
Tell me more about the outcasts.
It's a rather sad story, I'm afraid. Last year, some of our soldiers had grave disagreements with the decisions of Elder Lyons. Disagreements spiraled out of control, and there was a schism in the ranks. The loyal soldiers practically threw out the dissenters. Now they call themselves the Outcasts.
What sort of disagreements did they have?
Where Elder Lyons has fought to protect the people of the Capital Wasteland, the Outcasts demanded we move on and leave them to their fates. They insisted there was more important technology to be recovered in a scientific base in the ruins of Fort Independence to the west. As callous as their decision may be, it's more in line with our original mission. Elder Lyons is an inspiration to us, but to them, he's a traitor. The soldiers rallied behind Paladin Kasdan, who was one of Elder Lyons' original squad. They served together for over 20 years. Kasdan was well respected and every bit as loyal to the Brotherhood as Elder Lyons. He just disagreed with the interpretations of our oaths. But when disagreements turned into fistfights, he left with the Outcasts. We lost more allies that day than we ever have to any battle.
Sounds like it was quite a loss. Is there any way to reconcile them?
Lyons and Kasdan would have to agree to any sort of reconciliation, and that's pretty unlikely. They're both quite proud and stubborn. Me, I just wish there was a way we could all agree that at least we're still on the same side. There are bigger problems out there after all.
What are you doing about them?
As much as some of our soldiers would like to see them shot for deserting, there's not much we can do. We're too busy with the super mutants. Meanwhile, they're busy seeking out new technology and trying to get back in contact with the Brotherhood out west. So our paths rarely cross, but it's never pretty when they do. I just hope things cool down before it gets worse.
Enough about the outcasts.
It is a rather discouraging subject, isn't it?
What do the scribes do?
Why, a great many things. There are 3 orders within the scribes, you see, each dedicated to a different field of study.
Could you name the orders?
Of course. There's the Order of the Sword, Order of the Shield, and Order of the Quill. The Order of the Sword develops and maintains the Brotherhood's weapons. The Order of the Shield does the same for our power armor and defenses. The Order of the Quill is responsible for recovering and preserving knowledge, ancient and otherwise.
Which order do you serve, Squire Bowditch?
I am Proctor of the Order of the Shield. I oversee the others in my order and make sure our defenses are up to snuff. Do you know how long it took to fortify these ruins? From the husk of the Pentagon, I carved a grand citadel. No easy task, my friend. Ah, but that was yesterday, when all we had to worry about was those damn super mutants. The Enclave, now, that's a different problem altogether.
Thanks.
Let me know if you need something else.
What do you think about the Enclave?
They're sporting some pretty impressive power armor, I'll give them that. The Advanced Mark II. But that's all right. With a few modifications, our own armor will more than handle anything they throw at it.
Care to share anything about the super mutants?
They're relentless, like nothing I've ever seen before. I honestly think they see our brothers in power armor as some kind of canned meal. Some of the pieces we've had brought back, men and women ripped in half, some pulled through their armor. Just horrible.
You good at repairing?
I suppose that I can. The Brotherhood can make use of wasteland currency to trade.
Tell me more about the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, yes, I can. In fact, I suspect I could write several texts on the various details of the Brotherhood. But I suspect you're in a hurry, so what particulars would you like to know?
What are the central beliefs of the Brotherhood?
I'm afraid the answer to that is a lot more nuanced than others might suggest. Brotherhood members are sworn to acquire and protect technology of the past, but not everyone interprets these oaths in the same way. Elder Lyons sees these duties as part of a larger dedication to protect the innocent. Some, like the outcasts, disagree with these priorities.
What have been the highlights of your time with the Brotherhood?
I like to think that I've still got some big achievements left in me, although some of my joints seem to disagree these days. I'll tell you what the lowlights of my time have been, though. Every time I've been shot at. I'm a scribe, not a soldier.
What's the biggest challenge the Brotherhood has ever faced?
It seems like whichever challenge we're facing is always the biggest one. Survival at first, then expansion, and now cohesion. We've seen plenty of wasteland freaks or would-be dictators. They're not too bad, at least we've faced that sort of thing before. But more recent events, like the schism with the outcasts, those are the problems that worry me.
Enough for now.
Okay. Anything else?
See you later.
Back to work.
I need to collect my wits and figure out what to do next.
Excuse me.
Need something, friend?
Okay.
needs, friend?
Hail. The Brotherhood is at your service.
Welcome. Pretty impressive work for a civilian. Bringing the doctor here in one piece. Sarah Lyons, Sentinel and Commander of Lyons Pride. Welcome to the Citadel.
Found a Brotherhood holotag. What should I do?
Talk to Scribe Jameson. She is our keeper of the scrolls. She will want to know what you have found.
All right then.
Glad to be of help.
Any thoughts on the Enclave?
I've read the reports, seen the initial scans, but I can hardly believe it. I figured those radio transmissions were just old recordings. Never figured the Enclave would actually show up, in the flesh. But don't worry. Whatever they try, we'll be ready for it. I'll lead the Pride to knock them out tomorrow, if my father permits it.
What do you know about the supermutants?
You've seen them, so you know what we know. What more is there to say? If we can figure out where they're coming from, we might be able to stop them. If not...
What can you tell me about Lyons Pride?
It's the best of the Brotherhood, bar none. No one gets in without my say-so.
Okay.
In my father's name, I bid you farewell.
You honor us with your presence.
Vault-Tec Administration System Records Database. DC area vault listings. Vault 76. Equipment issuances. Vault 76 is one of the 17 control vaults. It will operate exactly according to plan dictated in the marketing material produced by Vault-Tec and precisely the resident expectations. This vault will open automatically after a period of 20 years, and the residents will be pushed back into the open world for study, comparison, and other experiments. Project goals. Vault 87.
You honor us with your presence here. Hail, outsider. I am Scribe Jameson. Word of your ordeal has spread. I am truly sorry for the loss of your father. But if I can help you in any way, please let me know.
I have some questions about the Brotherhood.
Ah, one of my favorite subjects, of course. What would you like to know?
What does the Brotherhood believe?
We believe in technology, in the triumph of the creations of the ancients, over the horrors and evils of the wasteland. We believe in trust. Trust in technology. Trust in our fellow brothers. Trust in our elders. Ah, and we believe in victory. Our forces have dwindled, but still, we fight on. Super Mutant, Enclave, it matters not. Surrender is not an option.
Who are the members of the Brotherhood?
Elder Lyons leads us. Star Paladin Cross is his seneschal. Sentinel Lyons, the Elder's daughter, commands the Lion's Pride, our elite combat squad. The Paladins lead the Knights. The Knights are the core of the Brotherhood. They scour the waste to eliminate evil and recover technology. Scribe Rothschild oversees the scribes in their duties to seek knowledge and restore the technology the Brotherhood has acquired.
What about the Brotherhood's history in this area?
We first arrived in the capital wasteland in 2255. In those first couple of years, we discovered the Citadel, super mutants, and Project Purity. Ah, the Purifier. What an undertaking. The work your father and his team did was amazing. The Brotherhood helped protect them, you know, at least for a little while. But we were stretched thin as it was, even back then. We had to pull our forces out. When we did, the place was overrun. I imagine that's when your father left. I'm sorry. I wish things had turned out differently.
Okay.
Very well.
I found a Brotherhood holotag. What should I do with it?
You have? Oh my. This brings to light a sad affair for the Brotherhood. But perhaps it is something that you can assist us with. If you have the time, I have an offer for you.
Sure. I've got all the time in the world.
Good. As I'm sure you've noticed, the Brotherhood operates all over the DC ruins, often detached from the main base here at the Citadel. We're short on communication equipment, so many of the groups in the field operate as independent cells, without standing orders. Sometimes, I'm afraid that their missions end in their deaths. As Keeper of the Scrolls, it's my charge to write of each fallen brother's deeds.
And without radio equipment, you can't keep track of them.
Exactly. A brother fallen in the field may have no one to carry word of his death back to me. In calmer times, we could send detachments and messengers to learn their fates, but with our manpower stretched thin, we have no such luxury. Which is why I must now ask you for your help. Each brother wears a holotag like the one you found. Should you find any of the fallen brethren in the field, I ask that you return their tags to me, so that I might record their deeds in the scrolls.
What are the scrolls that you mentioned?
Scrolls are kept by the head librarian of each Brotherhood bunker. The scrolls are a record of the Brotherhood itself. Into each scroll is written the name and deeds of each of our brothers. Battles, what technology is recovered, when he was promoted, everything. The last entry for each brother is that brother's death. It is important, as the way a man dies is just as important as the manner in which he lives. And so, each man who nobly serves the Brotherhood ascends into our history, to be remembered by those who come after him.
Where could I find holotags?
They are on our fallen brothers throughout the DC ruins. However, I can't give you a full report on the locations of all of our operations. As I said, many of the units in the field operate independently, sometimes not reporting into the Citadel for weeks or months.
What about your own people? Why can't they find them?
As I told you, with the increase in super mutant activity and Elder Lion's edicts regarding our goals, we are critically short on manpower. Any soldier that I would ask to do this task is one less soldier fighting in the field or defending the Citadel. As much as I hate to involve outsiders, it is necessary if I am to properly maintain the scrolls to honor the dead.
So what's my reward for bringing these holotags?
We have access to a great deal of technology, and because of that, there are a number of things that we can continue to produce. I will be able to offer you caps for the tags you bring me, but from time to time, I will be able to give you something a bit more interesting.
I wanted to ask about the holotags.
Yes, what about them?
I had a few questions about them.
It is my duty to provide knowledge that benefits the Brotherhood.
Tell me a little bit about the scribes.
Well, there are a number of orders within the scribes, each dedicated to a specific area of research.
What are the orders?
The Order of the Sword is responsible for weapons research and development. Guns, ammunition, anything of an offensive nature. Defensive research is done by the Order of the Shield. Power armor, defensive structures, anything that is intended to protect us. The Order of the Quill preserves the written knowledge of the ancients, seeking out all manner of books and holotapes.
What order are you a part of?
Actually, I am Proctor of the Order of the Quill. I oversee the archives and library here in the Citadel. We are dedicated to preserving the history of the Brotherhood, as well as unearthing the secrets of the pre-war civilizations. We have a single field associate, Scribe Yearling. She operates out of the former Library of Congress to the northeast.
What are your thoughts on the Enclave?
Quite a few, but most are distinctly unladylike and unworthy of discussion. I will tell you that the Brotherhood has encountered the Enclave before, and their motives were just as sinister then as they are now.
What do you know about the super mutants?
The Brotherhood has been battling super mutants for decades. First out west, then in Chicago, now here. But this group of super mutants is different somehow. Physically, yes, but mentally as well. If we knew where they came from, we'd know why. Go with peace and knowledge.
You honor us with your presence here.
Maxon family doziers. Roger Maxon. Records indicate John Maxon had some dealings with a mysterious figure identified only as Vault Blower in the year 2162, the age of 65. New entry. Scribe Arthur Maxon. Died 2267. Only son of Jonathan and Jessica, both deceased. Last son of the Maxon bloodline. As an infant sent down the Citadel. The Lions at the time was high in favor of Western nobles, deemed perfect candidate to provide care and training to Squire. Recent events have led to a lack of communication with the Western nobles. As a result, Squire Maxon will remain at the Citadel indefinitely. State of Maxon. The state of Maxon in the new California Republic was built in close proximity to the Lost Hills bunker and enjoyed the protection of the Brotherhood of Steel. No additional information is available at this time. Diary of Roger Maxon, I, Roger Maxon, Captain Serial Number 072389, have started this log because it doesn't look good for any of us. And I'd like for the people to know what really happened here. All hell broke loose when we finally discovered what those scientist bastards were up to. The Colonel has locked himself in the office and seems to be having some sort of breakdown. The men are screaming for blood. They're looking for answers. I'm not sure what to do. Someone has to do something before this place sinks into an anarchist bloodbath. October 12, 2077. Every time we get a report from the higher up, things get even worse. The war is going to be very bad direction, and this place is about to go into full mutiny, with all the chaos that entails. I stopped one of the men from executing the scientists today, and demanded that we interrogate them to find out what their orders were. October 13, 2077. I killed a man today. I was interrogating Chief Scientist Anderson, and he was giving me the full details of the inhuman experiments. He said his orders came from the government, but I didn't buy him. He started screaming about how he was following orders, he was the military man, and I just shot him. I tell myself I was going to keep him from causing any full mutiny among the men, but I'm not so sure. October 15, 2077. I tried to get to speak to the Colonel through the door, but he seems to be completely lost in touch with reality. I broke down the door several men just in time and watched him blow his head off. Right before we pulled the trigger, he said he was sorry. October 18, 2077. By killing the egghead, I seem to have confirmed my position as leader of the men. They followed me without question now. The interrogations invariably end up being executions. Shellman held out the longest, but the end result was the same. Their arguments about her orders were a bit too specific to be completely made up. I'm getting a really bad feeling in my gut about how this is all going to end up. I don't even lie to myself anymore about my reasons for executing the scientists. October 20th, 2077. I replied to the outside world over radio. I don't know what they never spent anyone here to see what was happening when they stopped responding to my communications. And it doesn't make any sense. They'll come down. They'll come now. I declared ourselves seceded from the Union. They remember Jefferson Davis. What will history say about me? Diary of Roger Maxon, Volume 2. October 22nd, 2077. What the hell is going on here? We declare ourselves to be in full desertion from the Army, and No longer under the government's command, and what happens? Nothing. Something bad is coming down. October 23rd, 2077. I can't believe those bastards finally did it. Damn them all to hell, they finally let the A-bombs fly. We were right in the middle of trying to provide a real story out of the bomb fell them, and we completely lost contact. I have a feeling the research center was hit hard. I don't know why. Just call it a gut feeling. It seems inconceivable that we are not targeted. I'm sure China will be up for insight some real soon. Luckily, we had moved our families from the outside facility the day before yesterday. We did not yet know if the fallout has reached this area. October 25th, 2077. Sergeant Planter volunteered to go outside today for specific readings of the atmosphere. It seems that the radiation was not spread this far. Since he was wearing his power armor, there was no threat to him from radiation. But if he had been exposed, he would have been had to have exile. We don't have adequate decontamination facilities here. October 26, 2077. I convinced the men that we should bury the scientists. I don't know why. Perhaps it was easy in my conscience. I finally started to believe their stories when the last one was dying. My God, what have I become? October 27, 2077. We are leaving this godforsaken place today. I'm leading the exodus of the old government bunker at the Lost Hills. I'm leaving the slug behind to be buried when this place goes next exchange. Who knows? Someone will find it someday.
Welcome.
If we value the pursuit of knowledge, we must be free to follow wherever that search may lead us. I found that in an ancient book, the words of wisdom of one of the greatest men of the former civilization. I have those results you asked for. I sent them over to your station.
Scribe Rothschild wanted those AMS tests done right away, so I went ahead and handled it for you.
What aid can I offer you, outsider?
The Brotherhood is at your service.
The Brotherhood is at your service. Brother.
What's on your mind?
So, I heard Elder Lyons was talking to Rothschild. I heard Elder Lyons talking to Rothschild.
Sounds like Scribe Rothschild wanted those AMS tests done right away, so I went ahead and handled it for you. Need something, friend?
UFO codenamed Paladine. Further investigation of the UFO codenamed Paladine had confirmed our suspicions. The evening of May 3rd, 2062, an alien craft of unknown make and origin did indeed reach the airspace just north of Hagerstown, Maryland. Crashed into a heavily wooded non-residential area. Unfortunately, attempts to retrieve the craft proved unsuccessful. It simply could not be located either due to some kind of advanced visibility shield, or because the occupants managed repairs and vacate the crash site before our arrival. Despite our failure of recovery, the significance of this event cannot be denied. We are not alone. Project Brainstorm Report. Brainstorm Military Cultural Center 2076 Progress Report. Our flagship project, the Induced Patriotism Initiative, has met with resounding success. Our agents have successfully included covert and overt messages to extreme patriotism and loyalty into popular media ranging from the big screen to the Sunday funnies. Increased military enrollment amongst target demographics serves to underline the success. Agent Webb has particularly effective at influencing the music industry, and he has interesting proposal fields, organized sports, and even such notoriously difficult markets as comic books and toys. The success in these areas would ensure early education with our message and lessons. Ensure a more dedicated and devoted nation for us all. Mission Cloacina Report. Cloacina? I don't know. Development Report. Development of the mutant undermining life form continues at pace. Our chief biology is certain that they will be able to perfect these living weapons in time for deployment to Red China. Once covertly released into an enemy's environment, their aggressive qualities, dangerous hunger, and pervasive breeding should severely undermine the infrastructure of the locations in short order. Softening the target for ground invasion at point, genetic steel switch will can be activated, allowing for easy reclamation not included a significant one-time cleanup effort. Current non-UL development really uses the genetic shop of rodents, particularly the common sewer rat. Progress has been significant. FEV testing has been rejected, however, as this results are sterile.
Welcome.
Yes?
Not much words, huh?
No, I don't. What do you want?
What do you think about the Enclave?
They're men. They're born, they live, they die. End of story.
Care to share anything about super mutants?
Shoot them, they die. Stab them, they die. Strangle them, they die.
What can you tell me about Lion's Pride?
Sarah appreciates my methods. I fill a role no one else can.
So what's your specialty in Lion's Pride?
Spec Ops. Let's leave it at that.
Bye.
Hoo-ah, soldier. Stay straight. Once again. Brother. Hey, name's Greg Baer. Most of the guys just call me Kodiak. Heard about that mess over at the Purifier. Don't you worry, you're safe here.
What's with that Gallows guy?
Gallows? He's not a bad guy, truth be told. He just doesn't talk much. And if it ain't soldiering, that boy has no time for it. Tell you what, though, he's the meanest son of a bitch around here. All business. The rest of us, we get our R&R in, not Gallows. There's even a betting pool on who can find out his real name. Talk to Glade about it. He'll tell you.
How did you end up with the Brotherhood?
Now that's a story. The only reason I'm here is because of Elder Lyons. You see, I grew up in the pit. Don't suppose you ever been there, huh? It's about 500 clicks to the northwest. Place is a nightmare. 3 irradiated rivers coming together. People there were not well. But the Brotherhood of Steel came down on the place with a righteous hammer. They called it the Scourge.
What was the Scourge?
It was a Brotherhood operation. They marched in and swept the place clean. Most of the people there were half-mutated, cancerous, vile things. And these people, rape gangs, torture squads. It was pure chaos there. The Scourge is the best thing that could have happened to it. This was way back, before the Citadel was fortified. Part of the early recon after the Brotherhood first arrived in this area. One night, a squad of brothers led by Paladin Lyons swept into the city from over Mount Wash, tearing apart anyone who stood against them. They were completely outnumbered, and still they razed that place to the ground.
How did you escape?
As they swept through, the Brotherhood policed up every non-mutie child they could find. Turns out there weren't that many. Me and maybe 20 others. The younger we were, the less of a chance that we were mutated. It was ugly work, no doubt, but it had to be done. I'll never forget the sight of the Brotherhood of Steel breaching the breast of the mountain at dawn.
How did you end up back here?
Elder Lyons brought us all back to the Citadel. He said it was the safest place he knew of. This place was still being converted. He put us in as initiates and kept a watchful eye over us. He was tough, but he taught us to stay alive. The man's like a father to me.
That's pretty amazing, Kodiak.
Nah. The amazing thing is Elder Lyons. He risked everything. Went in outmanned and outgunned. I'll never be able to thank him enough. So I do my best to serve the Brotherhood. I know that's what he really wants. In time, I'm sure you'll understand.
What about the Enclave?
There's meat under that armor, and meat can be ground.
Care to say anything about the super mutants?
Hell, I've killed more of those yellow Frankensteins than any other member of the Pride. Except maybe Gallows, those crazy solo night ops of his.
What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
Now, I see the Brotherhood's one thing, but the Pride, best of the best. Every damn one of us. Handpicked by Sentinel Lyons herself.
What's your combat specialization?
Hell, I do it all. Recon, demolition, tactical assault. Guess you could say I'm the Pride's jack of all trades.
Okay.
Never back down.
Honor us with your presence here. Hail to you, stranger. I am Knight Captain Dusk, in service of Steel. If you require anything, simply ask.
What's your story?
My story? I blow the head off anything more than 200 meters downrange. I'm the best shot in the Brotherhood of Steel, bar none. Not even Colvin can match my kill count. That's my story.
You mean you were the best shot? I'm here now.
Hey, wasteland humor. I like that. Got any more, funny man?
What do you think about Gallows?
I don't trust him. I know. I should take faith in my brother. But he disappears for days out into the wastes. He comes back without a word. He only reports to Sentinel Lyons, and he doesn't tell the rest of us what he's up to. I can't trust a soldier like that. The other guys, they think it's a joke. Glade's even got a betting pool going to find out Gallows' real name. A betting pool, honestly.
Thoughts on the Enclave?
Honestly, I can't wait to see if one of those helmets can stop a hollow point round at 100 yards. I'm thinking, not.
What do you know about the super mutants?
I can tell you that those heavily armored ones, the Masters, they favor heavy weapons. Miniguns and missile launchers. My recommendation? Headshot from a distance. Avoid the meat grinder.
What can you tell me about the Lion's Pride?
We're the most elite tactical unit ever assembled in the Brotherhood of Steel. Here or anywhere else. Hell, ain't nothing Sarah's Cubs can't handle.
What do you do here?
I'm a sniper with the Pride. Put any muty bastard within 1 mile of me and my rifle, and, well, pack it up, troops. Fight's over. Colvin thinks he's a better shot. Man's delusional.
Adios.
Remember, 1 shot, 1 kill.
Hey, let me ask you something. Glad to see you and that egghead Lee made it here in one piece. I heard what happened to that purifier. Hell of a thing.
I want to talk about Gallows.
You figure out his name yet? Yeah, I had thought not.
Thoughts on the Enclave?
Man, I don't know. Fighting uglies is one thing, but we've never gone up against anyone that well trained or organized. Even their tech is better. Don't get me wrong, the pride's in it to win it. And I'll go down shooting if I have to. I just hope I don't have to.
Care to say anything about the super mutants?
Man, nothing dies like an ugly. I once saw Colvin snipe the leg off one at 200 yards. Thing pirouetted like a figure skater.
What can you tell me about Lion's Pride?
You, my friend, are talking about the most elite fighting force ever assembled within the Brotherhood of Steel. Each of us was handpicked by Sentinel Alliance herself. You can't even realize what an honor that is. Sarah defines combat excellence.
What's your job in the Lion's Pride?
Me? Heavy weapons, miniguns, missile launchers. If it's bigger than a human and goes boom, I'm all over it.
So long.
Of course.
As you were.
Need something, friend?
Finding your way about all right?
Hail. Welcome.
Hail.
The Brotherhood is at your service.
You honor us with your presence here.
Welcome. Ah, you're back. You need something else now.
Vault 87 has a GEC, but I don't know where it is.
Ah, well, that much I believe I can help with. Step over here for a moment. I'll show you where it is.
Hail.
You honor us with your presence here.
All right. Need something, friend? The Brotherhood is...
flame in your heart.
Activity in DC is high, but nothing out of the ordinary. The area around Galaxy is nearly secure.
I see.
At your work.
This map shows the locations of all known vaults in the local area. Vault 87 has been highlighted for you. There. Entrance to Vault 87 will be particularly difficult for you, I'm afraid.
Why is it difficult?
The area is highly irradiated. Lethal levels are all around the entrance. Gaining direct access will be quite impossible.
How do I get through the radiation then?
Quite simply, you don't. To attempt such a thing would be certain death for you.
Must be another way, I'm thinking.
You share your father's determination, it seems. And in this case, you are correct. There may well be another way. Vault 87 is located very close to the site of Lamplight Caverns. It is entirely probable that the vault may be entered from within the caves.
You don't know?
No, I'm afraid not. After initial attempts to cross the radiation failed, it was decided to focus our efforts elsewhere. You, however, are free to do as you choose. More exploration may be useful, and I'll certainly be interested in anything you might find.
Thanks for your help.
I wish we could do more, but the Brotherhood potentially faces a very pressing, very real threat in the Enclave. All of my efforts must now be devoted to assessing the threat they may pose to us. I'm sure you understand.
What was the result of the latest scan?
There's been another behemoth sighted in the wasteland, in the Evergreen Mill.
honor us with your presence here. The Brotherhood is at your service.
Welcome.
Hail.
I need to collect my wits and figure out what to do next.
Need something, friend?
What do you want outside?
Look, I told you.
Hail. Welcome.
Welcome.
Hail. What aid can I offer you, outsider? Let's talk about this more later, okay? I have a decent tactical plan if you're applying it. Roger that. Welcome. Need something, friend? So,
What's on your mind?
does this sound noble enough? Quail before me, foul super mutant. Thine end is at hand. Yield that I may ease thine suffering.
What are you doing?
I've been practicing. Come on, we're a knightly order, right? I figure we should speak the part. I want to sound like Elder Lyons.
Elder Lyons does not sound like that. You're an idiot.
Fine, I'll practice on someone else. Thanks for nothing.
What aid can I offer you, outsider?
You must see a lot of things. What's been going on out there?
What's been going on? Well, let's see. For years, we've been draining our resources defending the ungrateful residents of this no-man's land. Most of my best friends have either been ripped apart by super mutants or left to join the outcasts. And now an enemy we faced more than 30 years ago has resurfaced, and their tech is still better than ours. What's been going on with you?
Outcasts. Who are they?
I really don't want to go into it. Go bug Scribe Bowditch. He could talk a dog off a meat truck.
I have a few questions about this place.
What do you need to find?
You have a medic?
You could say that. We have an old robo-doc. He's a bit creepy, but he does the job. He's here in B-Ring.
I need some supplies. Who could I see about that?
Well, any one of us would see Knight Captain Durga down in the lab, but since you're an outsider, you'll need permission from Elder Lyons.
That's all I need.
Certainly.
That's the Enclave?
As if you didn't have enough to worry about. Their weapons are better. Their power armor is better. Is their training better? We'll see.
I need information on super mutants.
You know how many uglies I've killed? More than all of Lion's Pride combined. That's how many. All it takes is a loaded weapon and the will to use it. Oh, and a good way to get ugly blood out of your armor. Little bit of Abraxo and some water. Works like a charm.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
Hail. Hail to you, stranger. I am Squire Maxon, loyal servant of Steel. It is an honor to make your acquaintance.
Relax, Squire. I don't bite.
I plead for your pardon if my behavior offends you, sir. We don't get many visitors in the Citadel. The Brothers and Elder Lions are excellent teachers, but I get nervous about the protocols. The Codex says that outsiders are not to be trusted. Shield yourself from those not bound to you by steel, for they are the blind. Aid them when you can, but lose not sight of yourself, it says.
Understandable. Met a lot of dangerous people myself.
It's not simply the outsiders that we are wary of. Anybody who has not taken the oath of fraternity is suspicious to us. The Codex says, fear those who do not pledge to the Brotherhood, for though their eyes may be open through service, they are now blind. But it also tells us, give way your suspicions to the wisdom of thine elder. Where he shows trust, so shall you. Elder Lions trust you, so you are free to stay here.
Aren't you a little young for all this?
Oh, well, you see, I am descended from the great Roger Maxon, founder of our order. I am the last of his line. They say my soul was forged from eternal steel, but I don't believe that. I'm really just a normal boy. I was sent to the Citadel many years ago to be fostered by Elder Lions, but that was before the Western Elders lost faith in the Elder. I really don't know if I'll ever get home, but, well, I kind of like it here. Sentinel Lyons has been very kind to me. She's taught me so much.
What do you make of the Enclave, Squire?
You're asking me what I think about the Enclave? Well, the Brotherhood of Steel has actually faced the Enclave before. Back west. More than 30 years ago, according to our chronicles. Judging from those records, I'd say their soldiers are outfitted in advanced power armor Mark II. It's pretty strong. Better than our power armor. And some of their technology is amazing. Vertibirds, plasma weapons that can turn a man to goo. Does that help?
You know anything about super mutants?
Oh yes. I've studied them quite a bit since I've been here. They're not all the same, you know, besides the regular ones. There are also brutes, and after them, the masters. They're really tough. But the worst of all? The behemoth! He's a giant! I saw one once, outside the Citadel walls. So scary. The super mutants are all over the city ruins. But Elder Lyons doesn't actually think they're from there, or we would have found their home by now. It kind of seems like they're looking for something, but we're not really sure what that is.
Do they make you fight around here?
No. But I could. I know I'm ready. I mean, it would be scary, but it's not fair that I have to sit inside while the knights go on patrol. I did go out one time, you know. Sarah, Sentinel Lions took me out, just to show me. I killed a super mutant too, I swear. I also sort of shot Sarah, but just a little. It was just a flesh wound.
Okay, kid.
Very well.
Hi, Squire Maxon. How's the best kid in the Citadel doing today? Dire entry number 1. Stupid Scribe Rothschild and stupid lab. All I wanted to do was talk to the robot to see if he'd be my friend. So what if he can't walk? Dire entry number 2. Yesterday, Sarah taught me how to kill a man by stabbing him in the kidneys. I think I'm in love. Story: Guardians of the Gillifron. Whatever shall we do, Mr. Wollensworth? Molly asked. Mother will be home shortly, and I've got to clean my room. Heavens, heavens! Don't fret. Molly golly. We'll assist a little help, that's all. Mr. Wollensworth then waddled his little teddy bear body into the center of the room and called out, in a voice both sweet and strong, to those lying dormant on the shelves, in the toy box, under the bed. Come now, you lot! Molly Golly needs our help, and we're here. We're her guardians. That means we all get cracking. Come on now, let's shake off the dust bunnies and hop too. There then rose the rustle and rumble in all the corners of the room. A rocking horse and a railway, bookend moving doll. The toy end games will blossom into some possible life. Mr. Willingworth, but I never knew. I thought I was just you. Oh, this is wonderful, Molly exclaimed. Wonderful? Bah! I was having a nice nap and a nice dream. Now you've gone and woken me up. And for what? Manual labor? That wasn't in the job description, Wollensworth. The small, squeaky voice of dissent belonged to Mousy McGuire, Molly's favorite stuffed animal, and one of the few companions granted him the right to sleep on her bed. Oh, Mousy, you're alive! Molly ran to the bed and embraced her nonplussed plushie, squishing his body and nearly stuffing burst bear hug. Ah, oh, right, enough. You're crushing me. Molly released her hold and dropped Mousy back on the bed, feeling at once excited and immensely disappointed that her favorite stuffed toy had just come to life and seemed to be completely creepy. Now you listen here, McGuire, Warner said. Being guardians of the dear Miss Molly Golly means we protect her in any way we can, even if that means unclogging the potty. Or taking out the trasher, yes, tidying her room. And when the crawly creepy comes, oh, and they will come, you'll get to do what was in your job description. Mark my words. Poem. Song of the Light One. Tweedle nothing, tweedle dare. Curse the younglings if you care. But in minds his youth, join the power. God made one the light man's tower. And when they come, these five of the sun, the light man's prerogative have won. So they sound the trumpets clear and loud, I think, beyond the eastern shroud. Guns and bullets. Marcus doesn't know I've been reading this copy of Guns and Bullets. I should probably keep it that way. I mean, it's right there under his bunk in the den. What did he expect?
The Brotherhood is at your service. Good to see you in one piece, partner. What can I do for you?
Another glorious day in this man's army. Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
Initiate triage protocol.
Medical procedures initiated. Administering treat... Error! Error!
Ouch! Hurt, what the hell?
There has been an error in the medical subsystem. Please run a level 2 diagnostic.
Run a level 2 diagnostic on the medical subsystems.
Command accepted. Beginning level 2 systems diagnostic. Please stand by. Diagnostic complete. Results indicate a level 7 degradation in neural pathway 0x63A82. No further information available.
Close neural pathway 0x632A2. And reroute remaining functions.
Neural pathway 0x63A82. Rerouted through neural pathway 0x374E82. Stand by. Full motor functions restored. Diagnostic reveals no critical failures. Asshole.
What was that? You hurt me. You're the worst medical robot ever.
There has been an error in the medical subsystem. Please run a level 2 diagnostic. Medical procedure complete. Further instructions? Acknowledged. Medical procedures initiated. Administering treatment. Please stand still. Medical procedure complete. Further instructions?
No, I'm done.
Acknowledged. Hitting the rack.
Sawbones, you dumb son of a bitch. This is Glade. I hacked your terminal again. I'll change your password before I delete all your stupid robot poetry. Casualty report. Paladin Blanchett, honorable death in combat. Paladin Jenkins, honorable death in combat. Paladin Stein, MIA, presumed dead, horrible, honorable death in combat. Paladin Sagawachi, honorable death in combat. Ned Casserly, honorable death in combat. Knight Arturo, suicide. Knight I Am Lampley, honorable death in combat. Knight Conrad, honorable death in combat. Knight Patriarchus, MIA, presumed dead, honorable death in combat. Initiate Verona, MIA, presumed death, honorable death in combat. Initiate Rural, honorable death in combat. Initiate Quintana, MIA, presumed dead, honorable death in combat. Initiate Porter, honorable death in combat. Initial Loring, training accident, investigation pending. Initiate Reddit, honorable death in combat. Notes on Pendleton, apatectomy. Murder we saw was effective. Its turning incision proved ineffective. Highly intense heat categorization proved successful. Operation outcome success and discrete control irrelevant. Probably a future procedure 100%. Hovering competitive. Poem. Brotherhood of Steel is red, iconic. Medical beams are pulse beams are blue. Steel is better than flesh, and artificial intelligence subprocessors are too. Medical storage lock override.
Need something, friend? If we value the pursuit of...
I found some holotags.
Have you? It saddens me to hear of my fallen brethren, but their names and deeds shall be records. Tell me, how many have you found?
Take all the holotags I have.
Their names shall be written into the scrolls, to be remembered forever. As for you, here's your reward. Use it well and in good health.
Thank you.
I look forward to our next meeting.
Something, friend?
Hail.
You honor us with your presence here.
eternal vigilance.
Est-ce que je tue?